Fame, glamour, perfection. What if you could find it all at the tip of a needle? Here at the Lucas Clinic, we strive to bring you closer to celebrity than ever before. With samples drawn directly from the source, you can be connected in ways you never imagined.
I ask you, what is your first great film memory as a spectator?
I believe it was 17 or 8, I think 18, no, 17, 18, I cannot remember. I was in high school and took this really small class with the theater teacher, and so he showed us films like The Seventh Seal, things like this, but The Seventh Seal was, I had never seen anything like that at the time. I had never seen Birdman before. I was a very big Kubrick fan at the time, but that film was really, quite, affected me quite a bit. The shots, you know, from so, you know what I mean? I'd never seen, everybody looks like gods, you know, in the film. I'd never seen that until then what is it, Citizen Kane, you know, similar, you know.
What did you think when you saw yourself for the first time on screen?
I thought I failed, that I did the worst job, that I should stop, that it was, I made the film worse. And that was No Country for Old Men, was my first job, first time I saw myself on screen. And I was so upset. I thought the movie was wonderful. I thought the Coen brothers screwed up by casting me in the film, you know. I thought I'd fucked up royally. And I couldn't believe they allowed the performance in the film. That's what I couldn't believe, you know.
Are you friends with actors of your generation?
Yes. You know, when you work with someone, sometimes whether or not you have anything in common at all, you know, you spend time with each other, you become friends, and then I still talk to certain actors that I've worked with before, you know. Others, no, you know.
Do you have any models in terms of acting among older actors?
Among older actors, yes, of course. I just discovered James Cagney. I'd never seen a James Cagney movie until 2 weeks ago. He has now become one of my favorite film actors.
As you are a musician, I wanted to ask you if there is a music or a song that can inspire you when you are preparing a role.
It depends on the role. I think there are certain roles where, yes, certain kinds of music can help. Antiviral, there was just one day. I didn't use music really ever to get in any kind of mindset, but there was some, I forgot what Mozart it was, but it was the first week of shooting, and the next day was the scene with when I meet Hannah for the first time, and I was very, very nervous the night before because it had to be perfect, that scene, and so all that night I listened to this one Mozart song over and over and over because it reminded me of that scene. I think music can help, but it's not normal that I do that.
Are you intending to becoming one day a director yourself?
I'm very interested in directing. I was more interested in directing than I was acting when I was, you know, younger. As a 17-year-old, that is what I wanted to do because I thought it was possibly novel music, film were the best ways to tell a story, and that was the year that I saw so much Kubrick, and I just was enamored by him and thought that I could also do. It sounds very pretentious, but I felt that I could do that to some degree, you know. Then tried to go to school, and that didn't work out. Instead, drove to Los Angeles to become an actor.
The last movie you saw?
Last movie I saw?
Yeah.
I watched Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy on the plane here, so that's the last movie I saw. Wonderful film. I really liked the film. I wish I saw it on the theater instead of a little.
What's the best advice you were ever given?
Best advice I've ever been given? To be yourself, probably. I don't understand how this isn't considered cannibalism.
You've become involved in something sinister. a weird business.